Now available in paperback and Kindle Unlimited, E-Steam The Sands of Time. It's action and adventure in ancient Egypt in this terrific teen time travel romance. Get your copy of E-Steam The Sands of Time at your favorite online bookseller today. Sunday night at the Grammys, a huge middle finger was thrown up at black people. And that middle finger was thrown up at black people because in a tribute to Motown, there was a request for Jennifer Lopez to sing songs by black artists and black entertainers. And that's a complete insult to many of those black singers, black songwriters, many of who are alive right now. Now, if the Grammys wanted to do a tribute to Motown, they could have easily made an invite to many of those black singers, black songwriters, and allowed them to present a tribute the way they did on the Motown 25th anniversary special that came out back in the 1980s. Now, I remember the Motown 25th anniversary special because that was the moment in history where we saw Michael Jackson do the moonwalk dance, and that's when we started to see a defining moment as related to black music. But instead of them expressing respect for black music and the contributions black people made to music, your people who run the Grammys decided they wanted to go bring Jennifer Lopez to go out here and sing songs as a tribute to Motown. And that's a complete disrespect when you consider what black people have contributed to music overall, because it was black people who invented rock and roll, it was black people who invented hip hop, it was black people who invented rap, and it was black people who invented jazz. So black people have made significant contributions to music, and Motown was a major institution in the music industry. But instead of us having the black performers presented on screen for the whole world to see, making a tribute to the contributions we made to our own music, we get no talent Jennifer Lopez, who's only known for her big butt, coming on the screen, singing our songs and singing them absolutely poorly. So when I look at that whole display there, that was a middle finger thrown up at us. And the way that Hollywood threw its middle finger at us was saying that we could be replaced by these Hispanics. And that's basically what Hollywood wanted to say with that whole Jennifer Lopez making a tribute on the Grammys. They wanted to say, oh, we can take this black music and we can have this Hispanic woman or other white people go out here and sing it. And if they're going to make that type of statement, then we as black people need to make a statement as well. We need to make the same statement we've made with the NFL and the same statement we have made with other numerous media institutions in just not supporting these programs anymore and supporting these media platforms. Because after they did express this contempt towards us, what happened was the Grammys had the lowest ratings in the history of the show. So they're going out here expressing their contempt for us, but what we're doing is sending a message by not watching it. And what we need to do is continue to not watch it. If you don't want black people on your shows and you don't want us to be a part of your programs, then what we need to do is not watch their shows and, moreover, not support their media by spending money on their media. If they want a Dominican like Cardi B to be the face of rap, then black people need to stop spending their money on rap music. If they want to have white guys like Justin Timberlake doing R&B, then black people need to stop spending their money on R&B. Because if they want to show how woke they are by expressing their racist contempt for us, then we need to make them go broke by showing them that we're not going to spend money on this and we're not going to support their media platforms. And instead, what we're going to do is, like many other groups out here, make our own platforms and spend our own money on our own platforms where we sell and distribute our own music, because it's clear there is no place for us on these white platforms, and that many of these people, they want to passive aggressively express their contempt for us and then tell us that they're making a tribute to us, but then they want to sit here and then aggressively disrespect us by not allowing us a place on the stage or an opportunity to express ourselves on that platform. I mean, Quincy Jones is still alive. Many of the people of the Temptations are still, well, one of the Temptations is still alive. Many of these people, Smokey Robinson, all of those people, they should have been on stage. They should have been choreographing and setting up that event. It should not have been some Jennifer Lopez, some Hispanic woman coming in and then doing our music. That's an insult to us, and it's a real middle finger towards us from Hollywood, which expresses nothing more than contempt for us, but then says it's so tolerant of black people when we see how completely intolerant they are by what they did at the Grammys. And what they did at the Grammys is, again, part of a disturbing trend I'm seeing, where we have all of these racists out here expressing their hatred of black people and doing it in many passive-aggressive ways. And again, we need to hold the line by saying we're going to vote with our dollar, and we're also going to vote by not watching it, because when it comes down to these racists, they just want to if they want to continue acting this way, then we need to respond by not spending a single dime with these people and not supporting their media platforms or supporting any of the media on it. Okay, you don't like black people and Motown, then you can go and let the Hispanic people go watch your Grammys and try to get some ratings out of them. And I hope that works out for many of those white racists at the Grammys, because what they don't understand is Latinos already have their own music platform. They already have their own award shows. And just like we saw in the early 2000s when they tried to court Latinos went out here and supported their own platforms before they went out here and supported white media platforms. And that's what black people need to do, is they need to close ranks, because when you have companies like when you have people like the Grammys trying to act all stink with black people and trying to disrespect us, then we need to take our respect back by not spending any sort of time watching their shows or giving their awards any sort of validity, because I don't give the Grammys any sort of validity, because when I look at the Grammys and their history, this is just shows me that they are not an award I need to take seriously. They are not really serious about music. And now that they're showing me that they're going to be a bunch of racist and white supremacists, I see no value in their award, the same way I see no value in an Oscar, a Golden Globe, or any of these awards, because these awards are nothing more than a popularity contest. And it seems like more and more they're a popularity contest for white people to validate themselves. So if they want to validate themselves with their own awards, we'll just move on and go create our own platform, create our own music, and then celebrate the talent from the black perspective and celebrate black greatness with other black people. If you'd like to see me make more videos like this, you can donate to my Patreon by clicking the link in the description box. And if you want to try some of my SJS Direct publications, you may do so by clicking the link to Amazon.com. That's all I have to say for this video. You can comment, rate, and subscribe.